You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know what time it is, man. We are here. The doctor's in the house. Get my camera right and get this stuff together, man. How's everybody doing, man? Good, great, grand evening to y'all beautiful people, man. My kings and queens, my brothers and sisters, my ladies and lads, mi hermanos, mi hermanas, amigos, mi amigas. You know what I'm saying? My homies, my homettes, the dudes and dudettes, and all that good stuff, and bonbons and everything in between, man. Hope everybody's good out there, man. What's good? Yep. We got my boy Maurice Cloud in the building, man. My boy Cloudy in the building, man. Salute to him. Big member in the building, too. He got that purple Thanos glove banging in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? We got my guy Pancho in the building. What's good? Yes, sir, man. We are here. We are here back at it again, man, for the second show of the day. You know how we do, man. Here for the late show. We already did the morning show. We had a long morning show, too. Oh, boy. I think we had like a 5-hour morning show, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, I'm about to get to it right now, man. He said, I'm just mad I lost money. I'm tuning in for anything people's mad about. Oh, yeah, you know they bad. You know, Take is my guy, but you know me, man. I love boxing, so I don't be tripping like that. Before we get to the shenanigans, man, please join me in this prayer to set off the stream on the right foot, man. So please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for your blessings. We thank you for bringing us to this wonderful day. We thank you for leading us into this wonderful night, and giving us the strength to endure. Give us more strength and more stamina, and let us recognize that anything that we face, any trial, any tribulation, any obstacle, any hindrance, is nothing as long as we keep you in the forefront of our minds, and that you don't put anything on our plate that we're incapable of handling, Lord, as long as we put you first. So please let us, when we see our strengths or our lack of strength, we see our weaknesses, remind us that we are strong in our weakest points, because that is when we lean on you the most. And in our moments of vulnerability, remind us to give us the wisdom and the faith, most importantly, the faith to know that we will overcome due to you and your mercies. So Lord, we thank you for all your blessings. We thank you for waking us up this morning, and we ask you to lead us safely into the night where you rest our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, forgive us for our sins, and continue to bless us. So we thank you for your blessings. We thank you for your mercies. We thank you for your love, and we ask you for physical health, mental health, emotional health, financial health, just overall health. Through Jesus' name, amen. Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it. We got my boy Ty Mora set in the building. Big member in the building. We got Oscar Perez, big member in the building. Yes, sir. My boy got that time stone glove, that green thing. You feel me? Yes, sir. Let me pull up this up. My boy said, what do you think of Amanda Serrano as a promoter and attempting to help usher in the next generation of women boxers? Hey, I love it, man. I love it, man. You know, I mean, that's what Clarissa Shields been on. She's been on the promoter. I feel like on her promotion tip. So I think that, I mean, of course, it's not a responsibility per se, because you don't have to look out for your fellow man and woman, but I think it's a dope thing. You know, I kind of think when you are influential and you're in a position where you can help others, hell yeah, you obligated to help others, man. So you know, that's humanity in us all. You know what I'm saying? If we lack humanity, that makes us a little less human. Now, hopefully, she, you know, her, especially her being as a fighter herself, so hopefully she's less prone to take advantage of the fighters like so many other promoters do, you know, and just focus on the business side. She could relate to what the fighters go through, you know, so she'll be a little bit more understanding and, you know what I'm saying, and lenient too. So I think that's great, man. Don't forget to smack that like button. Amen, Pancho. Amen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But we got quite a few things to talk about, man. Don't forget to smack that like button. Oh man. Where do y'all want to start, man? It's not too much stuff, but it's some stuff that we're gonna dive into, you know. It's some stuff that we are definitely gonna take a deep dive into, and I know it's gonna carry the show for a minute. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on, but you know, let's see where we can start. Oh, I know where we can start. We can start at that press conference, man. What y'all think about that press conference, that May 2nd press conference? It was the initial presser. You know, it's a fight that is the fight card by Turkey in New York, right? In Times Square. It's gonna be fought outside. I think that's dope. And it's a very star-studded event, right? You got Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. That's gonna be exciting. Like I said, I think it's gonna be more exciting the build-up than the actual fight. And you got Devin Haney and Jose Carlos Ramirez. And then you also have Teofimo and Arnold Barbosa. In my opinion, the only one that's going to be real competitive is Teofimo and Barbosa. I think Devin Haney and Ramirez is a good fighter too. So I'm not saying they're not a good fighter. Same with Rolly, you know, he's decent. But I just think the one that's going to be the most competitive by far is going to be Teofimo and Barbosa, in my personal opinion, going in. However, with that being said, I did say, and I will repeat it again. I said it just now, and I said it a while ago when it was first announced. I'm going to say it again right now again. I thought that these fights would be more entertaining before they even enter the ring. And I don't really think they did that. You know, they didn't really accomplish that. You know, it left a little bit more to be desired. You know, I left the Amanda Serrano with MVP said this may be her last year as an active boxer. Yeah, she's getting older too, man. So shout out to Amanda Serrano, man. She's doing her thing. For real, man. But yeah, with that presser, right? It was crazy because going in, we were looking to be excited, and I thought it was a little underwhelming. I think people are being a little harsh with their judgments. You know, a lot of people are blaming the host, but I did think that it was surprisingly boring compared to what I anticipated. But I just disagree with folks saying that it was super bad, because I kind of don't mind it being on the boring side, because Tio was getting out of hand and it was kind of cringy, you know what I'm saying? And to be nice, you know, he of course he didn't shy away from the banana comment. Granted, he was talking to Barbosa and still, you know, but he's still like flirting with borderline offensive comments towards certain demographics and stuff like that, even if he did use it, you know, directed at whatever, you know. Hey, an offensive line is an offensive line, you know, and so he just get ridiculous. Him and Richardson Hitchens were arguing and stuff like that, and like I said, I really didn't think the host, he wasn't the best host, you know. That wasn't his Doug Fisher, I think is his name. He's a major contributor to the ring. It wasn't the best, but he did try to keep it like diplomatic and civilized, if you will. But you know, people are ridiculous. They just want any type of outrage. They don't care what it is. They don't care who's a victim of the insults or how much over the line you go. People want to laugh at somebody else's expense. So shame on those goofies. But at the same time, from an objective standpoint, it wasn't the most entertaining. You know, it did see there was some more that was left to be desired. Ryan Garcia did have a back and forth with Teofimo that was kind of interesting, you know, but other than that, it was all right, you know, but it is the first one, and I think that it'll get back to where I think it'll definitely. I think this was very timid right now, but I think by the time we get to the last one, I think it's going to be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that people got to be patient and don't expect everything at once. But it was all right, you know. I mean, it's not till May, so we'll see how it goes. But I will say this though, you know, I would be interested in Ryan Garcia in the Teo fight. So it does seem like he's interested in that. He said, "Fam, Teo and his dad are both trash." Yeah, facts, Pancho. But I think, you know, he's a good fighter. You know, regardless of what he says, I'm not. You know, I'm definitely not giving him a pass. I got Barbosa. I'm rooting for Barbosa, but I think Teofimo will win. I'm rooting for Rolly Romero, but I think Ryan Garcia will win. And I'm rooting for Devin Haney, and I think he will beat Jose Ramirez in a good fight. You know, but outside of that, you know, the foolish, ignorant, racist stuff that he says, he is a good fighter. You know, you got to be able to separate the two. I'm not talking about you got to like him, but I'm saying he's the most decorated and he's the most decorated champion at 140, and he's had the most longevity at 140. He's been there the longest. You know, 140 champions are changing like hotcakes. You know, you know, we had Subro Matias changed to Liam Parle. Liam Parle changed to Richardson Hitchens for the IBF, and then for the WBC went from Devin Haney to Alberto Puello, and then the WBA went from Rolly Romero to Isa Pipo Cruz, or Isa Pipo Cruz to Rayo Valenzuela, from Rayo Valenzuela to Gary Antor Russell. You know, so they've been switching it. So and now you can say, okay, well, Teofimo only fought Steve Claggett, but he did fight Jermaine Ortiz too. And I'm not saying those are the best opponents, but Jermaine Ortiz is a pretty good opponent. So I got to be able to objectively say, you know, that he's a good fighter when he's on. But yeah, I don't rock with him at all. I'm with you 1,000%, Pancho. I don't rock with him. And you know, I'm going for Barbosa, but I think a peak Teofimo beats a peak Barbosa. You know, and I think a lot of people, you'll have a hard time trying to find somebody that thinks differently, right? Now the question is, will Teofimo be at his peak, right? You know, it's seldom that he is. So I really have no reason to believe that he'll be at his peak, because he looked terrible against Jermaine Ortiz. That was a garbage fight. He struggled against Steve Claggett, who's a pedestrian level 5. No, you know, not being disrespectful, but he's not a top tier guy, right? You don't expect a guy who's nicknamed the Takeover, the self-proclaimed Takeover, that he would struggle with Steve Claggett, right? It should be out of his league, but he looked very mediocre in that fight, right? And then he didn't look good. You could argue that he lost against Sandor Martin, right? The guy who just lost to Alberto Puello. And then you could say that, you know, and he did lose to George Kambosos. So, but he had great wins against Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. But with that being said, though, man, I thought that, you know, the press conference was okay. It didn't really get me any more intrigued with the fight. It didn't really do anything. But I mean, I'm already interested because, you know, I'm already familiar with these guys. So I wasn't really looking for the press conference to make me any more interested. But I was looking for it. You know, I was looking for Rolly Romero to kind of make it entertaining. He had a couple little comments in between, but it was just, you know, it was kind of underwhelming. But like I said, I'm not going as hard as some people, like saying, oh, the host was trash, and I'm not saying he was the best host either, but I don't think he was trash. And then they're saying, oh yeah, man, it was a terrible press conference. It was definitely underwhelming, but I wouldn't say trash. It's the first one, you know. It's the first one. Ryan wasn't cooked up this press. He wasn't coked up this press conference, yeah. And speaking of Ryan not being coked up, peel out. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, he definitely wasn't on the booger sugar, but Oscar De La Hoya, he was kind of annoying. I like Oscar De La Hoya, but I thought he was annoying at this press conference. I'm just sick of people not acknowledging that Ryan Garcia cheated, bro. He cheated, bro. It's okay, dog. I mean, it's not okay, but we're getting over it. He's about to fight now. You can acknowledge it, bro. Stop trying to sweep it under the rug and act like it didn't happen, bro. The man cheated Devin Haney. It is what it is, and that's why I understand Ryan Garcia. I understand Oscar De La Hoya. That's his fighter. But guys, dang, man, stop making it seem like it didn't happen, man. The man cheated.
We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
That's all. He cheated, and so Oscar De La Hoya, every time he talks about Ryan Garcia, it's just a little annoying because he goes out of his way to try to make it seem like, oh, he got whooped, and then he just say like, oh, but you know, they were bad sports, they didn't want to take the whooping. It's like, bro, relax, bro. So but I want to speak on Ryan on that booger sugar, right? He did have an interview, right? And you know, I've always said this. You know, I thought that Ryan Garcia, I bet my hard-earned money that Ryan Garcia would beat Devin Haney. I just didn't think he was going to cheat to do it, you know. But I won my money, you know, because by the time it was overturned, you know, the betting's closed and stuff like that. So I didn't have to return any money, which I wouldn't anyway. But I bet on Ryan Garcia because I thought stylistically he's a good matchup for Devin Haney. So I say that to say that even though I won money and I was right with my prediction in a way, I do not condone cheating, and I didn't bet on him because I knew he was gonna be on Austrian. I didn't supply the Austrian to him. You know what I'm saying? I just thought skill wise that he could win. And I liked Ryan Garcia too, because I always looked at him as a guy of the fighters, you know, between Tank, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Lomachenko, all those guys. Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia seemed like the one that was ready to fight anybody, you know, and that's what I like, because I like when they fight each other. Even though he lost against Tank, I still liked him. Even though he, you know, and the fact that he said he was willing to fight Shakur and Teofimo, I believed him because he demonstrated that. But when he cheated and the way he went about it, especially, I was like, man, that's whack. But I didn't hate him because he cheated. But I did not like him when he said the racist stuff. Now that's where I want to get to my next point. When he said like F Muslims and F black folks. That's whack, you know what I'm saying? That's trash. But he did apologize. He apologized back then too, but he apologized today in an interview. And like I say, he's a likable, charismatic person. I don't forgive him completely. So hear me out. I'm not saying that, I'm not advocating for anybody to forgive him, because I don't. But at the same time, I felt like that's a good start. You know what I'm saying? He did get in front of it. He did embrace it. You know, he was asked about it. He didn't duck the question, which I respect, you know what I'm saying? Because you should, a big part of being an adult is is demonstrating accountability. And that's what I asked for, man. I don't mind that you mess up, but just be accountable, bro. So when he was in the interview and he was asked about it, he was like, yeah, I apologize. I was wrong. I was on this drugs. You know, he kind of gave a little excuse like, oh, I was with my friend and I was drugged up or whatever. I don't care, you know. I don't care about that part, but at least you still try to apologize. So I think that's a good start, you know what I'm saying? And we're all human, man, you know what I'm saying? Some people we all make mistakes. Some mistakes are worse than others. Some mistakes are more offensive than others. Some mistakes are more severe and critical than others. But at the same time, you know, I'm not perfect and I sin. So, and I would like forgiveness too, even though I never did nothing crazy like that. I don't think, I don't think, you know what I'm talking about? No, I ain't never did anything crazy like that, but we all, you know, as long as you try to put the right foot forward, then I gotta give you that. Like I said, I'm still haven't forgiven him, but you know, that's a good start. You know, I gotta give him that. You know, he said if Teal fought Ortiz, Barbosa, Sandro Martin, or Claggett show up, I got Barbosa. Yeah, me too, Oscar, me too. He said that Ryan was the same Ryan who tried to act like he was fighting Pacquiao. He always been unhinged and made no sense. Yeah, but yeah, I don't care about him being unhinged. I know some people use that as an excuse, mental health as an excuse. You know, I have a brother that is, I have a roommate in college, and I have a brother that was Baker acted. You know, they ain't never said no racist stuff like that. You know, and if you know what Baker acted is, if you know, that's when you're in the straight jacket and you can't move and they confine you. And they ain't never said no crazy stuff like that. So sometimes when you say wild stuff, I know you're under the influence. I know in certain circumstances you're more prone to say crazy things with your homies and stuff like that. I'm not giving you a pass, but at the same time too, I done been with my homies. I done partied. I ain't never said no crazy stuff like that. You feel me? So sometimes it does reveal your heart, or it reveals your disrespect towards certain people. And I don't tolerate that, because if it was the other way around, a lot of people wouldn't tolerate that either, and they shouldn't. But if you can't forgive them, shout out to you. I'm not judging you regardless. If you want to forgive them, you know, but I will acknowledge that as a good start. So shout out to my boy Tech Dumb Dad coming through with the gifted memberships like Oprah.
1, 2, 3.
Shout out to my boy Tech Dumb Dad with the gifted membership again, man. Hey, check out the new emotes, man. We got some more emotes. We just got a GTD chain yesterday, you know what I'm saying, added. And then, you know, we got this new emote right here, that hey yo emote. When somebody say crazy, hit him with that hey yo, no Diddy. You feel me? Hey yo, no Diddy. Hold on. Yes, sir. That's your boy's face right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, take advantage of your opportunity to, you know, use my face, you know. Pause. Hey, that sounded crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but there you go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and use the membership. You feel me?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't mean it like that. Yes, sir. We got we got the new emotes, man. Shout out to my boy Tech Them Dad. Thank you, bro. But yeah, man. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I saw that, and I was you know, like I said, I never hated Ryan Garcia, but I'm just not one to not make people accountable. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's a good start. But anyway, let's keep it going, man. Forgiveness is a hard thing to do, but it works wonders for the soul. Amen. Talk to him. Amen. Talk to him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, we shouldn't minimize people's sensitivity either just because we can't relate. You feel me? But yeah, don't forget to smack that like button, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to my boy Pancho, man, for being here to accept that gifted membership from my boy Tech Them Dad, man. Big member in the building. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my boy Tech Them Dad with the gifted membership, man. Please thank my boy Tech Them Dad for the gifted membership. And also, too, please, if you do receive a gifted membership, hey man, go ahead and continue that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's $3, man. Continue that thing. Don't let it cancel. Go ahead and continue and keep it going. That's why they're showing love, you know, to help boost the channel and help us keep going and growing. And that's what we're gonna do. Now, let's transition to something else that's a little bit more related to the sport as far as actually punching, you know what I'm saying, the pugilism side and not just the press conference publicity side, right? We have a boxer named Julian Rodriguez. He fought Tank before, right? In the amateurs. Now, I want to be very clear, man. Those of you that are accustomed to my stream, you already know my stance on this. I think it's not, well, I ain't going to say it because I don't want to spoil it, you know. But those of you that been rocking with the stream, this is very similar to a situation that we saw a couple months ago, well, maybe about a year ago now, featuring Tank and Devin Haney. And I'm a Tank fan, but I'm not ridiculous, right? You feel me? I'm not one of those. I'm a boxing fan first. I just happen to also like Tank, you know, and Canelo and stuff. But this guy right here, Julian Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just check it out, man. Y'all, it's better for me to just show it than tell it, you know? So here it is right here, man. Check it out right here.
I'm not that.
No, now I'm going to show the video.
I'm in the red shorts.
Okay.
He's over here. He's southpaw. There he is on the floor, pointing to his chin that I just hit him in right here. And he goes to step back, and he thought he was back in Baltimore. And then, oh shit, there's no legs anymore.
Okay, that's terrible. Hold on, chat. That's not a good image. That's not a good image. Let me try to find one. Okay, here it is. Let me see. This is better right here. So let me not.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. It's better like this if I don't zoom in. Okay, I got you. Right here it is. Check it out.
Red shorts.
Okay.
That's Julian Rodriguez.
On the floor,
Boom.
to his chin
That's Tank.
that I just hit him in right here. And he goes to step back, and he thought he was back in Baltimore. And then,
He said he
oh,
thought he was
shit,
back in
there's
Baltimore.
No legs anymore. When shit gets hot,
He said there's no legs under him. He's clearly stomping.
right here.
He's stomping because he's mad he got dropped. He said he had no legs under
And
him.
then, oh shit, there's no legs anymore. When shit gets hot, he breaks.
So this guy named Julian Rodriguez, shout out to him, man. But as you can see, what do you notice first in this video, chat? You notice that they have on headgear.
Okay.
He's over here. He's southpaw. There he is on the floor, pointing to his chin that I just hit him in right here.
So when you have on headgear, what does that mean, chat? What is that indicative of when you have on headgear? That means you're either doing one or two things. You're either sparring or you're amateur. That was from the amateur days. That was 100 gosh dang years ago. Now, I want to say this. The reason why I said those of you that rock on my channel, you already know what my stance is on this, because the Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis had a similar situation. And some people, some of these content creators that claim that they love boxing, they were talking about how Tank dropped Devin Haney and Tank almost stopped Devin Haney. And I'm a Tank fan, but I said, why does that matter? Tank was what, like 19 or 20? Devin Haney was like 16 or 17. I don't even know the age range, but the fact is they weren't pros. So who cares? I'm not saying that it doesn't matter, but what are you trying to prove here? What is the point of that? And not to mention what makes it even worse, bro. I don't know what timeline this was, but that definitely was a young Tank, and it was a young Julian Rodriguez. But guess what? This guy, Julian Rodriguez, whose nickname is Hammer Time or Hammer Hands or something like that, not only was that 100 years ago, but this gentleman here, Julian Rodriguez, he has a loss. He only has one loss. No shame in that. But he has a loss. Guess who he lost to, chat? Guess who he lost to, chat? I'm about to drop a bomb on y'all. Guess who he lost to? He lost to Jose Sniper Pedraza. And there's no shame in losing to Jose Sniper Pedraza. But not only did he lose to him, he got stopped by him. And once again, there's no shame in losing to Jose Sniper Pedraza. But we have to add further context. So when I add context, it doesn't get better for Julian Rodriguez. It actually gets worse. He lost to Jose Sniper Pedraza, I believe, in 2021. Why is that significant? Because he lost to Sniper Pedraza when he was barely Sniper Pedraza. Sniper Pedraza that he lost to, Sniper Pedraza already lost to Gervonta Davis for his first loss ever in his professional career. That Sniper Pedraza already lost to Vasily Lomachenko. That Sniper Pedraza already lost to Jose Cepeda. Those are all good fighters. But he took those L's and then he went on to beat Julian Rodriguez. So if you can't beat Jose Sniper Pedraza, what's the point of showing me some footage that you knocked out anybody or knocked down, anybody in amateurs? It's the same energy I have for Tank and Devin Haney. Like a lot of these people, because if they don't like Devin Haney, oh, then they're going to boost up. Oh, Tank dropped Devin Haney in sparring when they were younger. Who cares? It was 115 and 11 years ago. Like, I get it. Like, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Devin Haney would lose to Tank. I think Tank beats Devin Haney. I like to see it. I saw the sparring. Boom. I got over it. There was people dragging it out. For 4 or 5 months going over the same footage. It's not that serious, bro. You're over here watching essentially kids spar and making it seem like it's the end of the world or it's any indication what will transpire if they ever met in the ring. That has nothing to do with what will happen to the pros. Of course, it's something to hang your hat on. But if your claim to fame is what you did to somebody in amateurs, then your claim to fame ain't that strong, brother. I'm just saying. So shout out to you, but that's how you know you're if I was Tank, I'd take that as a compliment, you know, because hey man, that means you talk about me, bro. Like, and that's your highlight. The highlight of your career is us fighting as puppies. You know, so it is what it is. But shout out to Julian Rodriguez. I just think it's people just be looking for stuff, man. Shout out to Troy. Troy, what's good, bro? You have a lot of class, brother. Hey man, God bless you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the compliment, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Troy Box. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. Michael Hunter's younger brother got off on Tank too, but that doesn't mean he stops Tank. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Like, I just think that people glorify these sparring sessions, glorify these amateur fights. I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything, but I get it if you're trying to build up a fight. But if you're not fighting the young brother, if y'all not fighting, if Devin Haney and Tank's not fighting, I don't care about what happened in their amateur days. I don't care about what happened in their sparring. So same with Julian Rodriguez and Tank. If y'all not fighting right now, I don't care what happened. The only time I cared about what happened between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney was when they had their amateur fights. No, sorry. The only time I cared about it was when they actually lined up a fight to actually fight in the professional ranks. And I was like, okay, bet that's intriguing that they were 3-3 in the amateurs, but just standing alone, it doesn't matter, bro. Especially if you box before like I have at the amateur level. You know, a lot of times when you're sparring, you're working on something. You're not just going all out 100%, stepping full throttle on the gas, trying to knock somebody out. You're usually working on something. Now, if you're in an amateur competition, then of course, you know, you're probably trying to fight for real. So it does give him some credit, but that was a long time ago, man. It's just like, I just feel like people just be looking for attention, and shout out to him, man. Hopefully he gets what he's looking for, you know, and he's been getting interviewed. So obviously it is, but I just don't think it means anything, man. I don't think it means anything. I appreciate the compliment, Troy. Great content, man. Thank you, my brother. He said Haney still loses to Tank. I almost just been, shout out to pugilism. Lamont just been putting in work and going to pro box, not being a diva through his career like Haney. Roach putting in work leading into a Tank fight. Yeah, man. I mean, these are all good fighters, but I just think that, you know, people conveniently look at amateur stuff when it, you know, when they want to shit on a fighter or they want to big up a fighter. You know, like I said, David Morrell lost to Ozzy Iglesias in the amateur. Who cares? Beterbiev lost to Usyk in the amateurs. Who cares? Now it's interesting and intriguing if they're going to set up a fight, but if not, then who cares? Gary Anton Russell beat Jerome Boots Ennis like 3 times in amateurs. Who cares? Who cares? Floyd Mayweather was undefeated. He's one of the GOATs in the professional ranks. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't undefeated in amateurs. He lost in amateurs. Who cares? In fact, he wasn't a gold medalist either. Who cares? I mean, it's a dope accolade, but when I'm saying who cares, I'm saying like who cares from the standpoint of who beat them. You know, it doesn't matter who beat them in the amateurs or in the Olympics or whatever. It doesn't mean that they're better overall fighters than them. The pro game is a different game, baby. It's different. You ain't even got no headgear on. You have on smaller gloves a lot of times. You know, it is what it is. It's more brutal of a sport in the professional rank. So amateurs often don't really tell us what a fighter will be like as a pro. Talk to them other than how fundamentally sound you are, in my opinion. I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's an accurate, fair assessment coming from a veteran. You feel me? And in the sports, you know what I'm saying? The capacity of a observer and a historian and even a participant, you know what I'm saying? And so shout out to you, Tech. I don't think that's an opinion, to be fair, not to correct you, but I'm just saying my thoughts on that. I don't think that's a an opinion. I think that amateurs does mean something. I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything, but to act like it has any implication of what will go down in the professional ranks, we've seen too many times where that's far from the truth, right? Sometimes it'll coincide, but a lot of times the opposite, the contrary happens when they meet in the square circle, you know, on the professional level under them bright lights. So let's just be honest, man. But yeah, please don't forget to smack that like button. Like my brother Oscar Perez says, man, if you like the content, please smack that like button. Like smack. he said, please hit that like button. Yo, this man, hey man, you wrong, bro. You know, I gotta, every time you say that, bro, you know I gotta show it, bro. Why you do that to me, bro? Come on, man. He said, please smack that like button like Plant Smack Charlo. Here we go. Bam. Smack that like button like it owes you money. You feel me? Come on, man. Don't do my boy Charlo like that, man. Shout out to Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, man. I rock with me some Caleb Plant, man. He don't take no bull crap from nobody. Shout out to Caleb Plant. God bless. Hey, my boy Irony in here, man. My Boricua brethren in the building. Big member in the building, man. Salute to you, Irony. Thank you, bro. What's good? God bless you as well, my brother. But yeah, let's move on, man. So now we talk about that. I want to stay on the topic of Tank. And then I'm gonna open up the Discord for anybody who wants to join. I want to stay on the topic of Tank, man. You see the headline there, the lawyers for the win. And you know where my boy Lamont Roach is from. He's from DC, baby, and they got the best lawyers. You know them DC lawyers. That's the capital of the U.S. now. You know they got them good lawyers. I'm talking about Johnny Cochran, rest in peace, in them. I'm talking about high caliber lawyers. You feel me? So according to reports, Lamont Roach's lawyers have filed an official motion for an appeal of the decision of Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, you know, that controversial draw. And now, once again, if you're familiar with my channel, you know what I'm gonna say, because it's so easy for me to be consistent. But if you're not familiar with my channel, the fact that you know I like Gervonta Davis, I'm gonna put my GTD chain on right now real quick. I'm gonna put my GTD chain on. You may not know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say this, man. I see a lot of people saying that Lamont Roach is taking the Devin Haney approach. He's doing it Devin Haney style by trying to appeal. I have a question, man. Was it a problem when fighters appeal controversial decisions? When Lomachenko appealed Devin Haney? You know, when Lomachenko lost in the controversial loss to Devin Haney, which I thought he won, but it was it could have went either way. When Lomachenko appealed that decision, are we calling it Loma style? Did anybody shit on him for appealing a decision? His decision lost to Devin Haney? I think the answer would be an emphatic no. Did anybody talk trash about Artem Dalakian when he appealed his loss to Seigo Akui? I think the answer would be another emphatic no. Did anybody say anything when Cotto appealed his loss to Margarito? Because remember, Margarito didn't get caught cheating until he fought Sugar Shane Mosley, when the late great trainer Nazim Richardson found his loaded gloves. Did anybody say Cotto was weak for appealing that decision? I think the answer once again is an emphatic no. When Daniel Dubois was when the referee determined that was a low blow on Usyk, you know, Frank Warren and Daniel Dubois' team, they appealed that decision. Did anybody say that was weak? I think the answer again will be an emphatic no. You know why I know it's emphatic no? Because a lot of people don't even know when fighters appeal decisions. It happens all the time. Matter of fact, let me give you another example. You know, William Skull and Vladimir Shishkin, that was a controversial fight too. They deemed William Skull the winner. You know what Vladimir Shishkin did? He appealed it. Did anybody gangbang against that appeal? Did anybody gangbang against that action? The answer will once again be no. Matter of fact, I'll give you another one. When Steve Cunningham appealed his loss to or his draw to Antonio Tarver, did anybody say that was weak? So why do we have this notion that only certain fighters that look a certain way or from a certain background or have a certain popularity, why can't the same rules, why can't the same resources, why can't the same tools that are available and applied to other fighters be applied and available to everybody else? Why can't Lamont Roach use every tool in his arsenal to make sure that he's going to rectify an injustice that he think was served? Do I want him to win the appeal? Absolutely not. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want him to win the appeal, but he could. And if his team feels like he was served an injustice, then hell yeah, he should use every single tool in his arsenal, just like every other boxer that has these tools available to him. If you can use it, use it. What's wrong with that? That's why these rules are in place. That's why these protocols are set up. That's why these procedures are made for it to be followed if you feel like an injustice was served. So I don't get why people are mad at Lamont Roach. So that's the thing, bro. this is why I think boxing fans, especially American boxing fans, and I'm American, so I'm not out of bounds for saying that because I'm talking about myself and my people. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I think that American boxing fans are so trash, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think American boxing fans are the worst, bro. They are garbage, trash. What's the other word? Basura.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Like, on one hand, they say, oh, he was robbed by the referee. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that they only let Tank get away with it because he's Tank and Gervonta and he's so popular. And they really, PBC cheated Lamont Roach. And then you say Lamont Roach is appealing the decision. Then you say, oh, he's weak. Oh, he's going at it like Devin Haney. Oh, he's soft. This ain't the streets, brother. This ain't the hood. This ain't your neighborhood. This ain't your block. This ain't nothing like that, bro. This is a professional fight. If you have tools available to you, then you use those resources to rectify any wrong or any slight that you feel was done towards you. Do I want him to win the appeal? Once again, I could openly say no. But if he can, he should be able to get what he deserves. If he feels like he deserved the win, appeal it. But then because we also have a track record of things that happen when fights get appealed. Everybody I just named, when Lomachenko appealed it against Devin Haney, was it overturned? The answer would be no, so the appeal didn't work. When Vladimir Shishkin appealed William Skull, was it overturned? The answer would be no, so it didn't work. It did order a rematch, and Devin Haney and Lomachenko was offered a rematch as well, but they didn't overturn the decision. Daniel Dubois, was that overturned? No, he still got an L on his record from Usyk, right? And he didn't even get an appeal. So what I think will happen with this appeal, I personally believe, just going off of historical events that are similar to this, I think that if they overturn it, it'll be a no contest at best, and they might order an immediate rematch. But I don't think they're going to change the victor from a draw and give the victory to Lamont Roach. However, hey, that's a possibility, right? And if he feels like it's a likely possibility and he was advised by his lawyers, his legal team, then my brother, please explore that option, because you're getting punched on just like you're giving punches. I'm not getting punched on. I'm just an observer and I love the sport. So if you're getting punched on, then you deserve for the right outcome to happen. I can't knock Lamont Roach for using the tools that are available to him. And I don't see why anybody else does. And I'll tell you why I think that they do is because they're freaking stupid. There's nothing. No one calls Frank Warren. Frank Warren is in the courtroom suing a different fighter every other week. He's suing Chris Eubank. He's suing Anthony Yard. He's going to file a motion of litigation for the Daniel Dubois Alexander Usyk fight. Didn't he get like stabbed or something? Because he was taking advantage of one of his fighters back in the day or something like that. Bro, I'm just, what I'm saying? It's like, bro, the law should be available to everybody, and it should be the same rules that apply, man. If he wants to go ahead and appeal it, shout out to Lamont Roach, go appeal it, my brother. Do what you got to do, bro. And I hope that you don't win it. As far as, no, I don't mind him winning it as far as a rematch goes, but I hope he doesn't win to the effect to where it changes the result. Because like I said, and I'm not saying that because I like Tank either, so hear me out. I'm saying that because on my scorecard I had Tank winning 8-4, which would be a scorecard of 116 to 112. So even if I give him the knockdown, which I couldn't because the referee had a blunder, and the referee, it should have been it should have been scored a knockdown because Tank definitely took a knee. It was a blatant blunder by the referee, and that was a robbery. But the result ended up being a draw. And if I would have scored that knockdown for him, if the referee would have gave it to him and took away the points, the appropriate points that he should have deducted from Tank, then my scorecard would have went from 116 to 112. It would have changed from 114 to 114, and it would have been a draw on my scorecard. So my scorecard with the knockdown would have been a draw anyway, and that's what he got as a draw. So that's why I don't feel like it was a robbery as far as the result goes, but it was definitively a robbery as far as the missed call. Absolutely. E-Dub said, was it still funny if Gervonta Davis says he took a knee because he did not want to get knocked out? What is still funny is Gervonta Davis says he took a knee because he did not want to get knocked. Yeah, of course you could. I mean, if you can't see, right? Like I said, I boxed before, and if you can't see, that's a major hindrance, bro. You talk about a sport. I mean, what sport can you really perform well at without your eyes? You know what I'm saying? You'll be severely impaired, right? But if you're boxing, it has a lot to do with hand-eye coordination, and that's where you see your defense at. So of course you're gonna say that. That's why he took a knee. Of course, he took a knee because he couldn't see, and the potential result of not being able to see is that you could get knocked out because you don't. What kind of punch hurts the worst? E-Dub? You know this. Every boxing fan knows this. The punch that hurts the most, the punch that hurts the most is the one you don't see coming. And if you can't see, bitch, you ain't gonna see a lot of punches coming because you can't see, period. So yeah, it doesn't matter why he took the knee. You know, it's like I said, that's not the issue. The issue is that when you take a knee, it's supposed to be treated as a knockdown, and it wasn't treated as such. So an injustice was for sure had against Lamont Roach. So he was a victim of a bad or missed call. He said, you spot on with Frank Warren. Thank you, Irony. Facts. He said, I'm fine with the possibility of the decision being overturned, and I can explain in detail later, but if it's granted, he won't get the W. It'll just be a no. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, it'll just be a no contest. But let's say it does. Let's say the worst case scenario, the worst possibility happens, Ty, and he does get it overturned, and he's the new victor, and Tank takes the loss. It is what it is, bro. It's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if he takes it to the powers that be, the administrative entities, and the people that are in control, and they review it and they decide that it was a bad call and he's the rightful winner, the rightful victor, then who am I to say that, hey man, you know, that's wrong? I mean, obviously they're reviewing it and they think it's right. So will I like it? No, I wouldn't like it, but it is what it is. Shout out to Lamont Roach, man. I don't think anybody should knock him for using the tools at his disposal. And I feel like if you are, then you're just unreasonable, man. Because if you feel like you were robbed, you shouldn't even have to I'm not saying that Lamont Roach wants sympathy, but you should be able to show some level of empathy, right? Empathetic, meaning that you should be able to picture yourself in somebody's shoes. You know, you don't have to feel sorry for him, but just imagine if you were there. That's what empathy is, right? If you felt like you didn't get a fair shake, wouldn't you want the opportunity to get a fair shake? That's all he's doing, man. That's all he's doing, man. So people, you know, it's just crazy how people will say, oh, you know, he got robbed. But then when he tries to fix the robbery, you say, oh, he's weak. What do you mean, bro? This ain't the hood, bro. What you talking about? He's weak. This is boxing, professional sports. If he wants people to take a second look, take a second look. My brother or sister, what's wrong with that? I don't know. People want everybody to be gangster and they ain't gangster themselves. Ain't shit gangster about or not gangster about filing an appeal when it comes to the right decision in the sport. I think Take one because I scored him winning. I think that even with the knockdown, it would have been a draw on my scorecard. So I don't think the result was bad, but it was undoubtedly a missed call. That's it. I don't know why people are conflicted about that. There's nothing to discuss. A knee, whenever you take a knee, it should be counted as a knockdown. That's all, bro. You know, I scored at 8-4 for Tank. I thought he won 116-112. But if you factor in the knockdown, then my scorecard will change to 7-5. And if you call it a 10-8 round, then that means it'll be 114-114, and it's a draw, just like it was called as a draw anyway. But however, I thought that Tank won that round despite the knockdown, so I could call it a 9-9 round. And if I call it a 9-9 round, then Tank still wins, with or without the knockdown. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. People have their opinions and they want to jump off the cliff with it. And a lot of people that have these strong opinions about this fight, they didn't even watch it because it was $80 freaking. So I know a lot of you, you know what I'm talking about? I know a lot of y'all ain't watching. You feel me? Y'all saw them TikTok highlights. I know you saw that. You saw them Instagram clips, but you ain't see that fight from round 1 to round 12. I know that. You feel me? All you saw was the knee. Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that though. You know, a lot of people that's gangbanging about the result and stuff that transpired throughout the duration of a 12-round fight, they only seen 2 minutes of the entire fight. Shut your ass up. E-Dub says, at least he ain't crying to the board like Haney did. Props to Lamont Roach for the good fight, but to beat the champion the whole time, he had to fight a little better than real talk Gervonta. Well, yeah, I thought Gervonta won. But I will say this too, E-Dub, this is my personal opinion. Like I said, I don't think Devin Haney did anything wrong, and I don't think he was crying to the board. Like, if you know, that was the overturning had nothing to do with Devin Haney, bro. That was all because of Ryan Garcia failed the test. So it's just funny how public perception goes, right? Whether you like Devin Haney or not. You know, I got Gervonta over Devin Haney. I got him beating Shakur. I got him beating T.O. Everybody, right? Aloma. But I never feel compelled to pick a side when it comes to what's right and what's wrong. You know, Devin Haney was cheated. Anybody that gets cheated, I would want the commission or the powers that be or the sanctioning body or the promotional company, whatever, to set the right wrong. You know, I mean, set the wrong right, you know? And he failed the test. That ain't got shit to do with Devin Haney. You know, Keyshawn, that's like blaming Keyshawn. I mean, that's like blaming Nahir Albright because Keyshawn Davis tested positive for marijuana. Marijuana is not a PED, right? But in the state of Texas, marijuana is considered a banned substance. And guess where they fought? When Keyshawn fought Nahir Albright, they fought, the venue was located in Texas. And when Keyshawn tested positive for marijuana, the fight was therefore and subsequently overturned to a no contest instead of a win like it was originally called for Keyshawn Davis. That's not Nahir Albright's fault. He didn't tell Keyshawn Davis to be irresponsible and smoke marijuana and not pay attention to the rules. Like I said, and that's not even a PED. So you better believe Austrian, that's a PED. When you turn up for that, you for sure gonna get a no contest. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I said, that was not an unprecedented event. There's very few things that hasn't been seen before in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? Even with the hair grease, right? We talk about Tank and his hair grease. Speaking of Amanda Serrano, shout out to my boy Ty. He just talked about Amanda Serrano at the beginning of the stream. You know what Amanda Serrano and Tank have in common? They both had grease in their eyes or chemicals in their eyes stemming from their hairdo. But you know whose was worse? Amanda Serrano. Do you remember her last fight? Not her last fight against Katie Taylor, not her last fight against Stevie Morgan, but her fight before that was supposed to be against Nina Mink, I believe, or Nina something. You know that fight was canceled, right? Her homecoming in Puerto Rico. You know why it was canceled? Because she got her hair done and chemicals from her hair went into her eye. You know when the fight was canceled? On fight night. Tell me how many people said that was a bad excuse for Amanda Serrano to cancel the fight. Tank just took a knee and he continued to fight. Amanda Serrano canceled the fight in its entirety. I'm not knocking Amanda Serrano. That's not the point. My point is not to disparage or diminish or degrade Amanda Serrano. I'm saying if you can't see, you might want to cancel the fight. And that's what she did. So people are saying, oh, it's a weak excuse because you can't see. He took a knee. The only reason why we're mad about the situation is because Steve Willis dropped the ball. Unfortunately for him, overall, he's a good ref. Other than that blunder, that was a big blunder, a significant colossal size blunder. But other than that blunder, overall, he's a fantastic ref. It's just unfortunately now that low light will become his highlight for, at least 2-3 weeks until we have another big fight or another controversial, fight where we could talk about that and steer our focus away from him. But Steve Willis is an overall good ref. It's just he messed up. He said it's not only a banned substance, it's also flat out illegal for the state of Texas, unlike punk ass Michigan. Facts. Yeah, and look at Michigan, what Clarissa Shields is going through. You know what I'm saying? And that's a recreational, that's legal recreationally, right? Just not professionally. So he said, D1 said, like at the time of the fight, they didn't tell us until she was coming out. Come on, D1. Come on now. And Jake gave everyone their money back. Come on now. I don't care what nobody say. I like Jake. Facts. Bro, I like, that's the thing. I'm gonna add further specificity to that statement in regards to my personal opinion when it comes to Jake Paul. I like Jake Paul as a businessman. I like him as a promoter. I don't like him as a fighter because he doesn't fight real boxers. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm the type of person where if I'm watching boxing, I want to see two high-level athletes go against each other. It's like basketball. I don't even watch collegiate sports. No disrespect to college athletes, but I want to see people at the highest game. So when I watch basketball, I only watch the NBA. When I used to watch football, I only watch the NFL. When I watch boxing, I don't want to see two amateur boxers fight. Like, as much as I like Floyd, I think Floyd is the best boxer ever, in my opinion. I have not watched one of his exhibitions. The only reason why I watched him and Conor McGregor is because I was in Vegas at the time of the fight. Because I love the Vegas ambiance and the festivity. You know what I'm saying? Vegas be popping when there's some boxing festivities going on. But other than that, I don't care about Jake Paul versus a Nate Robinson, a retired basketball player. I don't care about Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. The only reason why I watch boxing is because I want to see some people do some shit that I can't do or that I respect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking it, but Jake Paul is definitely, other than that, no, I can never knock Jake Paul. He's a fantastic businessman. I think he's putting on for the sport despite what people say. Look what he's doing for women's boxing. He's a great ambassador for the sport. It's just, I'm not interested in him fighting. It's just like Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. I'm not watching that shit. Why would I want to watch two MMA fighters box? I'll watch you do MMA. I'm not about to watch you box. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I'm not interested. That's just not my cup of tea. So I'm not going to change that for anybody. The only reason, I was online, hold on now. I did watch Jake Paul's fight against Mike Perry, but you know why? My channel is a year old. That happened a year ago. And my channel, shout out to all the wonderful people in my channel that I'm blessed with by God. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to watch the Jake Paul fight. And so I watched Jake Paul's last fight against Mike Tyson as well. Other than that, I would never watch it on my own. But just since I started watching boxing, have I watched my first exhibition fight? I didn't watch Logan Paul and Floyd. I didn't watch Floyd and Tenshin Nasukawa. I'm just not interested in that. But other than that, no, he's definitely a great ambassador for the sport for sure. Big member in the building, D1 in the building. Anyway, big member, salute. Boxers have to throw it out or cut your damn hair. Now the grease dry. Hey, they got that grease in there, bro. They got that grease. Hey, what they said? Love, peace, and hair grease. You feel me, E-Dub? He said, facts. Jake definitely won me over with that one. Yeah, man, that was dope. That was a dope gesture. He says, not only a band, so yeah, facts. So I read that already. So yeah, man, I just think that, you know, if Lamont Roach wants to appeal, by all means appeal. You know, like I said, I hope that it doesn't get overturned to the point where it changes a victor. But if it gets overturned, I fully believe that it'll be a no contest, and that's all. But I don't think anybody should shit on Lamont Roach for doing what's best for him in his career. This is, like I'm saying, this is not the block, this is not the hood, this is not the street. These are boxers, not gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And some gangsters are boxers, and some boxers are gangsters, but they're few and far between, and we need to stop putting this expectation of people to be uphold some street standard when they're not in the street. The letter of the law should benefit everybody. So if he wants, if Lomachenko could go appeal his fight to Devin Haney, if Cotto could appeal his fight to Margarito, if Daniel Dubois could appeal his fight to Usyk, if Vladimir Shishkin can appeal his fight to William Skull, if all these fighters can appeal, why can't Lamont Roach appeal? And I'm a Tank fan, bro. You see my GTD chain? Go ahead, drop them GTD chains, D1. Drop them GTD chains, D1. Yes, sir. You know, I got my GTD chain on. You know, I got my GTD chain on now. So, you know, I rock with Tank. But the difference between me and these other fans is that I'm a fan of the sport more than I'm a fan of any particular boxer. I like Tank because he's a beast in that ring. I don't care about who Tank is dating. I don't care about what kind of clothes he wears. I don't care how he does his hair. I don't care what kind of car he's driving or how many Instagram followers he has. I don't care about that shit. I care. I like Tank, and just like I like Canelo, just like I like Floyd, just like I like Pacquiao, because their prowess that they demonstrate in the ring. You could like him for the kind of food he eats. I don't know. I can't relate to that, you know. So it's just like Canelo. You know, I like Canelo, but I also like David Benavidez. You feel me? He's a unique guy because not only like he fights nobody, he beats Mike Perry ass, bro. I was shocked a little bit. Oh yeah, he did his thing. He did his thing against Mike Perry. I mean, but like I said, Jake Paul, you know, I know you pay attention to boxing. So Jake Paul, remember BJ Flores? I was a cruiserweight champion. He was in Jake Paul's camp. You know, I think Jake Paul also had like Shannon Briggs in there. He has Jay Leon Love right now in his camp, you know. So Jake Paul, outside of his opponents, he's a professional boxer, bro. That's why I can't rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's living the lifestyle. No, I ain't gonna say the lifestyle of like a Floyd Mayweather type boxer, but he be in camp. He boxes, bro. He spars like Dave Benavidez and stuff like that. He trains and does everything like a boxer except for boxers. So that's why I don't rock with it. Yeah, but I'm not saying that anybody could go beat Ben Askren or Anderson Silva or Tyron Woodley in a boxing match. But still, you know, I would expect any boxer to beat those guys in boxing matches. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so no, I'm not giving him no credit for that. But I definitely respect his business acumen. I ain't never been no hater. I can't hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to spell that four letter one syllable word. Peel out, he might just be good. Question, but I do Philly beast pound for pound fighter. He said, do you think Keyshawn is too big for 135? He said he said he has one or two more fights at 135. So, you know, he might be on his way out, according to him. He said he wants Tank and Cruz. Aesop Pitbull Cruz, right? But Aesop Pitbull Cruz at 140. So I don't even get why he said he wants Cruz before he goes up to 140, because Aesop Pitbull Cruz is at 140. Wasn't his last fight against Angel Fierro at 140 as well? So I didn't really understand that statement. But yeah, I don't think Keyshawn is going to be at 140, 135 for that much longer. And not to mention that, I don't think Shakur, like we were talking about it this morning in the show, right, with my boy Ty and my boy Kendrick. I don't think Shakur is going to be at 135 outside of 2025. I think at the beginning, I think when the new year comes, good Lord willing, we live to see it. I think by 2026, Shakur will be at 140. That's just my opinion. The only one of those guys between Devin Haney, obviously, Ryan Garcia, obviously, Teofimo, obviously, they're not at 135 anymore. But I've always looked at them. The only one that I thought was really suitable for the 135 weight class was Gervonta Davis. Everybody else I thought was draining themselves to make the weight, to take advantage of their larger physique when it came to their opponents. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I mean, that's a strategy, right? If that's what you want to do, you could do it. It's not outside the confines of boxing. But Tank, to me, he's you know, he's a 135-pound fighter. These other guys are just able to get down to 135, or were able to get down. How true is it about Davis versus Pitbull Cruz? Too bad. I hope it ain't true, E-Dub. I've been hearing some nasty some things I don't like. You know, I don't want him to fight Esau Pitbull Cruz again. I'm not interested in that fight in the least bit. I think that's a trash fight. I think people exaggerate how close it was. I think people say it was close because Pitbull didn't get knocked out. And you know, I think that's weak. I don't want to see that fight at all. I'd rather see a Lamont Roach rematch or a unification. But it is true that that is a rumor. It's not true as far as anything being definitive, though, E-Dub. So anybody say that, oh, yeah, it's for sure. I mean, maybe they might know Tank himself. I don't know. I don't know Tank personally. So and I don't know Leonard Ellaby personally. So unless you know one of those guys personally, everybody's saying that, oh, yeah, he's for sure fighting Pitbull as a rematch. They're just talking. And the reason why they're saying that is because Tank clearly said that his next matchup was in the dressing room with him, and you know, Esau Pitbull Cruz was in the building, Jake Paul was in the building, so people are speculating if it was Jake Paul, Esau Pitbull Cruz, and anybody else that was in attendance. But no, it's not finalized at all. But Shakur was in attendance, but Shakur didn't go back in his locker room, to my knowledge. Tank will never fight Pitbull again. He doesn't need to. Already beat him with one good hand. Exactly, Tech. I don't even know, like that's okay. So it's like that's the gift and the curse, right? Anytime Tank doesn't knock somebody out, they're going to say that it was a close fight or he lost. Like, it's called boxing, not knockout kings. You don't have to get a knockout. You know, Tank beat Pitbull, fam. We need that rematch against Roach. I agree, Pancho. I agree. I don't see why we want that. I like Pitbull's one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's exciting. He's not the best fighter, but he's one-dimensional. But that one dimension that he does it very well. He comes forward and he's very durable. You know what I'm saying? So he's hard to deal with for some people, unless you're an exceptional boxer like a Tank or a Shakur or something like that. Shout out to Ryo too. He did a great job. But I don't need to see that fight again. I'd rather see Pitbull, I don't know, maybe go for another 140 pounds. Like, what about Pitbull and Subaru Matias? I think that'd be a good fight. But shout out to Subaru Matias. Speaking of Subaru Matias, he's number one for that Richardson Hitchens belt, right? Richardson Hitchens, the IBF belt, right? Hey, it's crazy how the tables have turned, right? Because remember, Subaru Matias was the champion at 140 for the IBF belt, and then Richardson Hitchens was a number one mandatory. He's in the mandatory position. His mandatory was never called by the IBF or President Daryl Peoples, but he was in that position. Now, you know, after Liam Paul went to Subaru's hometown of Puerto Rico, snatched the belt, beat him, and then challenged Richardson Hitchens, which I salute Liam Paul because he didn't have to take that fight. That was a voluntary defense, and he fought Richardson Hitchens. Big salute to him. He lost, and now Richardson Hitchens is a title holder, and with Subaru Matias' win over Gabriel Golas Valenzuela on Saturday, the same night that Tank fought Lamont Roach. Subaru Matias won his title eliminator, and now he's the IBF mandatory, so that's cool. I would love to see them fight too, you know. And also too, speaking of guys who didn't have to, shout out to Ryo as well. Ryo took Gary Anton Russell as a voluntary defense. He didn't have to fight him. It was not mandatory. So shout out to these guys that are taking tough voluntary defenses. You feel me? Liam Paul got all my respect because yes, Richardson Hitchens was in that number one position, but he was not the ordered mandatory. So he took his voluntary defense and fought his mandatory. That's gangster, bro. Shout out to Liam Paul, man. That's why I always like Liam Paul. And I picked Liam Paul to upset Subaru Matias too. If you know, you know. You're in the stream, you know that. You know. And then shout out to Ryo, man. Ryo did not have to fight Gary Anton Russell. That was a voluntary defense. Who the heck do you think is gonna fight Gary Anton Russell as a voluntary defense? That was some gangster shit, man. So shout out to Ryo for that. And shout out to Gary Anton Russell because he did his thing too. You know what I'm talking about? He cooked. Oh, he was cooking with grease. Maybe he had some of that hair grease that maybe he was cooking with that same hair grease that Tank had on his head top. You know what I'm saying? But he was cooking, man. Shout out to Gary Anton Russell, man. He did his thing. I only gave Ryo one round, and I thought Ryo was gonna win that. I was wrong with that one. I was super wrong. I thought Ryo was gonna win. I was way wrong. Shout out to Oscar. Oscar was right about that. Ironically, there was Ukrainian representation present in New York. Okay, but folks only speculating about Pitbull. Talk to him. And guess what? And guess what too? You know what? Even more irony, Ty. Tank's team reached out to to Vasily Lomachenko, the same Ukrainian brethren that you were referencing right there in your last comment. But people talk about what they want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They be reaching for straws to try to act like what they're saying is 100% true. Come on, man. A lot of y'all be reaching like everybody else. That blue man, yo, my guy Thomas Hill in the building. What's good, brethren? He said that ain't nothing but an ultra perm. JG, what's good? RJ Ward Johnson said Ryo had no round, bro. You ain't giving no rounds? I gave him one round. Let me tell you exactly which round I gave him. Yeah. Gary Anton Russell did his thing though. I gave Ryo one round. I gave him the 5th round, but even that I said was close. So I scored it 11-1, 119 to 109 in favor of Russell. But I'm not mad at anybody who had it a wash in favor of Gary Anton Russell. I love to see Tank versus Gary Anton Russell. Russell will kill him. Ooh, that's a big statement right there, Andre. You said Russell will kill Tank? I don't know about that, man. You know, Russell, I'm happy for for the young brother. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that the Russells don't get enough respect as a boxing family. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the Smiths over there in England, you know, with Paul Smith, Liam Smith, Callum Smith. They get treated like how they should. You know, we don't really, you know, Americans, we don't really like boxing like that. It's not a big sport. So there's that. But also the Russells, Gary Anton Russell, Gary Russell Jr., Gary Anthony Russell, you know, they don't really get the love that I feel they deserve. But they be saying some silly stuff too. Don't get me wrong. They be talking crazy sometimes. But Gary Anton Russell, to me, the reason why I didn't think he was going to beat Rayo is because Gary Anton Russell, in my opinion, has all the skills. He has all the tools to be a great fighter, but it just seems like he has mental lapses. And sometimes he just, I don't know, like, yeah, he just like reverts back to an amateurish style and just goes back to just throwing punches just to throw them. But against Rayo, oh man, he was a dog. So, and that's what I expect to see every time he fights, you know, but he just doesn't demonstrate that every time he fights. I mean, you saw his fight against Rancis Bartholomew, right? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you saw his fight against Alberto Puello, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like he's a fighter that's good. He has all the tools, but he just, like I say, it just seems like sometimes he has mental lapses and he just reverts back to amateurish style. But I've always said that, man, he has all the tools to be a beast all the time, but sometimes he just, I don't know, just doesn't stay focused. I mean, and to his credit, he says that sometimes he has to pay more attention and stay more focused on his corner's instructions, and he'll be better. And that's what he did. So I was going for Roach, the small minority. No, I didn't really care who won. Don't get it twisted. Like, when I make my assessments, I tell you who I think is going to win, looking at their style, and I do my analysis, you know what I'm saying, and watch a lot of fights, and I compare them. I like Rayo and Russell, so I wasn't rooting. It's okay. I'm gonna give you a perfect example, like Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. Oh, please believe I'm rooting for Rolly Romero. But if someone asked me to put my money on it, I'm putting money on Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia is gonna beat Rolly, but I'm rooting for Rolly. So I don't pick winners off of my heart and my emotions. I pick off of, you know, my what I think is gonna happen. I was wrong though, but I'm right a lot more times than I'm wrong. He said, I mean myself. Yeah, I got you, JG. I was just saying me. I wasn't rooting for Rayo necessarily. I like them both, so I didn't really care who won. I just thought Rayo was gonna pull it out, and I was super wrong. And Gary Anton Russell is special. I would never fight him. Yeah, he's good. With all due respect to Russells, but Tank beats all of them. It don't matter. Yeah, I agree. It don't matter if it's Gary Antonio, Gary Allen, or Gary Antoine. I think Tank beats them all as well. But I mean, hey, I like Gary Antoine too. Rematch with Puello. Yeah, that's what they're saying, Irene. You know, Gary Anton Russell is saying that he wants to enact revenge for his loss against Alberto Puello. And what better way to get revenge than to do it through a unification match? That'd be fire. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. Unification rematch between Gary Anton Russell and Alberto Puello. Fire. You feel me? A lot of sources saying Mayweather versus Jake Paul. Oh, yeah. Because they're saying that E-Dub because of his Floyd Mayweather's interview with, what's the late night talk show host? Funny guy, man. I like him. Shit. Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Fallon. They're saying that because of his interview on Jimmy Fallon. So, I mean, maybe. Sir. 2-4 in the building, my guy. What's good, bro? But you see how quick people switch. You see how it is, JG. That's how people are, man. That's how they do, man. That's how they do. You know, hey, it was perfect timing because I just made this emote to bring my GTD chains out, bro. I brought my GTD chains out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm actually doing more fighting for Tank than he was in his fight against Lamont Roach because people be coming in here talking crazy, you know. But you know me, I'm objective, man, and I'm objective, man. I'm able to call that. That's why people rock with me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people in the chat because I call it right down the middle, dog. That was a missed call. Tank was a beneficiary of a missed call with his knee, but it's not his fault. You know, people jump over the cliff and go overboard by saying, "Oh, it's Tank's fault." It's never the fighter's fault when a call is missed. Who says that? Since when do athletes or boxers call the fouls on themselves? What are we talking about? Remember, we're real boxing fans. We actually know who Igis Klimas is and what he looks like. Talk to him, Ty. Yeah. A lot of people be talking like they're real boxing fans. And it's okay. We do not practice elitism over here, right? If you're a casual, that's cool. If you're a purist, that's cool. You know, we're all pugilist enthusiasts, no matter what capacity, you know what I'm saying, what level, you know. I love new boxing fans, you know, because that's going to keep the sport going. But at the same time, I do think that people should not fake the funk. If you're not really acclimated with these fighters or what goes on or the rules, then stop freestyling with them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, what they do, their sources and their main source of boxing knowledge comes from a guy or girl that has a big channel, and usually and they conflate the idea that because you have a big channel, that means you know what the fuck you're talking about. And a lot of the guys that have and girls that have big channels, they don't know what the hell they talking about, unfortunately, and they be spitting a lot of emotional bullshit. But people hear them and they be like, oh, okay, bet, you know, that's the source, and they know what they're talking. It's not their fault because they speak with conviction, they speak with passion, and they speak loudly. But those things aren't always synonymous with knowing what you're talking about. You could be loud and wrong. You could be funny and wrong. You could be convincing and wrong. You could be passionate and wrong. So there's that. But it would be nice to see if Steve Willis came out to get his side of the story to get more clarity. But hey, Towers, Steve Willis better not say nothing, bro. Nah, you try to get Steve Willis jumped. Hey, if Steve Willis came out and said anything about that situation, the Tank fans gonna be on him like this.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, fight back.
And then when the Tank fans are done with him, then the Lamont Roach fans gonna get some too. Nah, he better not say nothing. Steve Willis better just lay low until it's over with. But if he does want to get an interview, come to this channel, because I like Steve Willis, man. I'm not gonna let this low light define his career. It was just a bad call, bro. You know what happened? It was a knee that he missed, you know, or he saw it and then just decided not to call it, you know. So that was definitely a mistake by him, and he did Lamont Roach a disservice, you know. And I like Tank, you know, but the real is real, you know. I like boxing more than anything. Yes, Steve. Yeah, facts. Steve Willis is my boy. Facts, man. I like Steve Willis, man. With them Bush baby eyes. Yo, Orion, what's good? My boxing knowledge comes from Dr. Boxing. Talk to him, Orion. You know what I'm saying? Drop that bomb on him, man. Say it again. He said my boxing knowledge comes from Dr. Boxing. Shout out to you, Orion. Yes, sir, man, because we talk boxing, man. We talk about all the weight classes, man. We talk about males, females. Like I said, the fight that I'm looking forward to this week is on Friday, and it's Natasha Jonas versus Lauren Price. One time for the ladies. You see what I'm saying? One time for the ladies, bro. We really watch boxing around here. We don't just watch one boxer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cinnamon is my favorite boxer, you know, Canelo. But at the same time, I don't feel compelled to pick a side and not like David Benavidez. To me, David Benavidez is one of the best boxers, not just from in the ring, but also in interviews and what he's about, man. He didn't have to fight David Morrell. Big salute. I'm still saluting David Benavidez for fighting David Morrell. He ain't have to fight David Morrell. He did that for the fans. And shout out to David Morrell for wanting that fight and calling out and pursuing that fight. And then big salute to David Benavidez for when he obliged David Morrell. David Morrell didn't duck. That sounds familiar, right? Like Floyd Kid Austin Schofield constantly calling out Shakur, and then when Shakur obliges, then he pulls a duck move on him. And then also Zepeda calling out Shakur after the Maxie Hughes fight, and then calling him out again after Giovanni Cabrera. And then when Shakur obliges, he ducks. So I'll tell y'all proudly, man, Canelo is my favorite fighter, my boy Cinnamon, you know what I'm saying? I think Cinnamon would stop David Benavidez. I think Cinnamon will beat David Benavidez, not just beat him. I think Cinnamon would stop Benavidez. I think that Cinnamon would hit him with that bing, bam, boom. However, just because I think Canelo would stop Benavidez, I don't feel like I have to not like Benavidez. I wish Canelo would fight Benavidez because I like to see two great fighters go at it. You know, I like Dave Benavidez a lot. Dave Benavidez is the beast. I would never knock Dave Benavidez because he wants to fight Canelo. That's what you're supposed to. It's like Keyshawn. I think Tank knocks out Keyshawn, but Keyshawn's calling him out. He's supposed to. You're supposed to shoot above you. You're not supposed to shoot below you. Ooh, excuse me. Yes, sir. He said Benavidez got knocked down by a journeyman. Doc, case closed. Talk to him, Pancho. Talk to him, man. And no disrespect to Ronald. You're talking about Ronald Gavril. I mean, let's be fair though, Pancho. I mean, you know, you can get caught off guard. And in David Benavidez's defense, he wasn't hurt. It was like a flash knockdown by Ronald Gavril. That's who you're referring to. I still got Canelo though. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a flash knockdown or he was hurt or regardless, I still got Canelo. But I'm not mad at anybody that got David Benavidez. I just got my boy Cinnamon. You know, I've seen, I mean, send him, I'm going with the guy that's proven, the guy who has 66 fights. He's 62, 2-2, 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. And he's been in there with Hall of Famers, legendary fighters, from Triple G 3 times to Floyd Mayweather to Sugar Shane Mosley to Miguel Cotto, you know, to Dmitry Bivol to Sergey Kovalev. He's been all the way to 175. You know, he's the first ever undisputed at 168. I'm going with him. You know, and the best guy that David Benavidez beat is probably Caleb Plant, right? And Caleb Plant's a beast, one of my favorite fighters as well. But Canelo beat Caleb Plant first and beat him better than David Benavidez did. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't really have too much of a reason outside of the fact that Dave Benavidez, El Monstro, is a bigger guy. Outside of that, I really don't have a reason to think that he'll beat Canelo. But I think it's a fight that we want to see. I want to see it. But Canelo's the face of boxing. If you don't want to fight him, then you're not gonna fight him. Is what it is. He said, "Would never beat Beterbiev. Who would never beat Beterbiev? Benavidez would beat Beterbiev. Never mind Bivol. Would never beat Beterbiev. I personally don't think Benavidez beats Bivol or Beterbiev, but I mean, it'll be a good fight though. Exactly. He's seen all the styles in the game. Talk to him. And I have Canelo over Benavidez as well. Talk to him, Thomas. Talk to him, Thomas. That's why I rock with you, brother. Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, even like shout out to my boy Dub. My boy Dub got, what do you call him? Benevolence. I'm not mad at anybody pick. Benavidez is a good fighter. Don't get it twisted. That's a good fight. To me, before Beterbiev and Bivol finally fought, in my opinion, that was the second biggest fight to be made in boxing. In my opinion, I've always thought that Beterbiev and Bivol was the best fight to be made in boxing. Then shout out to compliments of Big Turk. He was able to facilitate that fight. That fight was done already. So to me, the second biggest fight to be made in boxing is Canelo and Benavidez. The third biggest fight to be made in boxing, in my opinion, is Tank versus Shakur. But if those fights don't happen, I'm not going to stop watching boxing. There's a whole lot of good fights to be had. So you might be right, bro. He said, I think Father Time is on Beterbiev's heels. Yeah, man. He 40, about to be 41 in January. So, I mean, that's a long way from January, but that's why I'm hoping that the rematch, the trilogy, the rubber match happens by the end of this year, man. Or else it's going to get bad for, I fear it'll get bad for Beterbiev. My guy Thomas Hill says, if Steve Willis is in jeopardy, then what about Harvey Dock? Ooh, boy. You see, he had to duck low too. You know, Harvey Dock had to turn into Harvey Duck. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, we ain't see Harvey Dock for a little, you know what I'm talking about? And he had to wait till things was hot, man. It was hot out there in them streets for Harvey Dock. But he got good too. Where was that energy in him? Yep, facts for him when he disallowed 3 counts. Yep. He disallowed 3 counts and 3 knockdowns in the championship bout. Where was a call for his head? Facts. You're right, Thomas. A lot of people are, you know what it is, man. Tank get more attention. But there was some people on Harvey Dock's head too, though. I remember that because when I make videos, man, like I said, I may not respond to all the comments because some of the comments be too ignorant for me to even waste my time. But shout out to those that do drop content. I mean, comments on my videos and showing love. But nah, those people on my head top and on Harvey Dock's head top. So, but you're right. I think it's more people looking at Steve Willis with the Forrest Whitaker eye. Takes a man like Puello to beat Gary Anton Russell, nobody else. Nah, I can't. I can't say that because shout out to Alberto Puello. He's a good fighter, but I don't think he's the best fighter. So if Alberto Puello could beat Gary Anton Russell, I think some other folks can too. But I don't think everybody, like I said, I think Gary Anton Russell is a good fighter. So I definitely don't think that anybody, you got to be a beast to beat Gary Anton Russell. Please believe that. Like I said, I like Gary Anton Russell a lot, man. 100% KO ratio. Well, he used to have 100% KO ratio before he lost to Alberto Puello, and now he went to decision with Rayo, but nothing wrong with that. Good fight, man. Good fight, man. He said Benavidez were to fight Artur Beterbiev right now, he'd be looking like Mario Barrios after Keith one-time Thurman or Gervonta take that. I agree. Yeah, I think Beterbiev beats Benavidez. I think he has a better shot against Bivol, but I think Bivol beats him as well. No disrespect to him, these are two Hall of Famers. They're Hall of Fame bound, right? Beterbiev and Bivol, and they're both undisputed at 175. So there's no shame in losing to him. I just personally believe that he loses. But I mean, hey, he said he did good against Bivol in the sparring. Everybody cares about sparring. So according to, if you care about sparring, then you should think that Benavidez has the advantage over Bivol because according to his sparring, he got the best of Bivol in sparring. So yeah. Hey man, yeah, smack that like button for your boy, please. Smack that like button like I owe you money. You feel me? Please smack that like button, man. But yeah, I'm opening up the Discord. Now, if you want to join the Discord, man, have some good boxing conversation, man, you can pull up. If not, my eyes are a little heavy. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, that's all. Those are all the topics I really had. So we could chop it up with the community. You know what I'm saying? The best boxing community, the best boxing society the best boxing family on this thing called YouTube. You feel me? I mean that, chat. I'm not joking, man. I know we're a small channel, but I seriously want to win an award for best boxing show. That's my goal, bro. So you gotta speak it into existence, man. You gotta say it and pray on it and put in the works and have the faith and you know what I'm saying, let it come into. We gonna manifest that. You feel me? Manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. You know, I really do believe that we have the best boxing family on and shout out to other good. There's some other good channels too. I'm not saying we're the only good channel, but you know, I definitely believe in myself. So I know how much time I put into this boxing shit, how much stuff I watch, how much stuff I pay attention to, how much, you feel me? The good people I have around me, man. Let's chop it up with my brothers, man. Mi hermanos, my partners. What's good? We got Bodega Ty in the building. We got Defined Irony in the building. Let's get right, man.
How we doing? Bless you, bro.
I'm doing good, man. God bless you as well, brother. I appreciate that. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing good. I can't complain at all, man. Let me put on this headset real quick.
Awesome. I don't know, man. I heard the press conference. I mean, I don't know. Did you watch the press conference?
Yeah. It was kind of underwhelming to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's the first time, whatever.
Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah.
Dillian White pulled out of George Joyce.
Yeah, I talked about that this morning. Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's so crazy because Joe Joyce pulled out of his fight in the interim against Krotos or whatever his name was. Sorry, Patrick Krotos or something like that. He pulled out of that, and he was looking forward to Dillian White fight, and then now Dillian White injured himself. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Yo, you seen Gumbo in the chat?
Nah. Oh, that's who. Oh, I got you. That's who that is. Okay, he done switched from Boo Boo, huh?
Yeah. Nah.
Okay, I did not even peep. Shout out to my boy Ty, man. My boy Ty be on it now.
Now he trying to fake the funk.
Right.
Gumbo, that's you.
Point him out. Caught your ass slipping, huh? Yeah, my boy caught you, bro.
All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
You pop in here with a new account, same IP. That's you.
Come on now. We tech savvy around here. Shout out to my boy Ty, man.
I handing out BTAs.
Bust ass. Yes, sir. BTA. Yes, sir.
No, Jack Carroll did not beat Barbosa, genius. No, he did not. I watched that fight. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he beat him. I thought it was a good call. You know, I thought it was a close fight, but I thought Barbosa did enough.
Irony. I was just paying no mind because it's the same dude that said Boo Andre beat the shit out of Benavidez. Pay that man no fucking mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Hey, Ty, can you answer that question for Time Williams? Hey, man. Hey, go easy, though. That's my cousin right there, man. That's big cuz right there, man. Shout out to my cousin, man. That's big cuz right there, man. Ty, well, he said, how do you feel about John Cena? John Cena. Hold on, let me play this for you real quick. Let me play this for him, man. Let me play this for him real quick, and I'm going to let you go in. Let me play this for you, man. I got to play this John Cena. You know I got to play it for him, man. Hey, check this out.
I'll try and hold it back. Watch her. Watch her.
Oh, you got the perfect two people up there. You got Irony up there. John Cena. But he old face. But you know, I'm done with the nights.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know I don't watch that wrestling. He trolling, man. You know I don't watch wrestling, man. He trolling. But I'm gonna let we got two wrestler heads in here, man. My boy Irony and my boy Ty. So let them speak on that, man. How do y'all feel about John Cena turning heel?
That shit was epic. It's what we needed. My man was a baby face or the good guy for 20 plus years. That was the one critique people had about him. Oh my God, John is too PG.
Also, he's never been hurt. He's never ever been healed before.
Yeah. John Cena came out there and said, "Fuck them kids."
like Bernie Mac. That's crazy, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh
Bro, I don't
man.
think I can say it any better than Ty
They don't
did. I
care
mean,
about no hustle, no loyalty, none of that shit.
you can forget about the throwing the t-shirts to the crowd and the towels and the wristbands and the hats. You can forget about all of that, bro.
Nah,
This
he
is
snatching
just
mamas out the crowd.
there you go. Bro, this is the greatest thing ever, bro. Honestly. Like you see the crowd, bro? The crowd was a shock, bro. Yeah, that's when you know it's gonna be fucking fireworks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Great question. Loved it.
Somebody
Oh
asking for your
man.
prediction, Doc.
Yeah, I'm typing it right now because y'all were talking, so I was I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I was typing it up. I'm talking about E-Dub, right? Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what about you? What you think, E-Dub? Yeah, I'm rooting for Rolly, but I don't think he'll beat Ryan. And I'm rooting. The only one that I'm rooting for and I think will win is Devin Haney. Like I'm rooting for him and I think he'll win. But Rolly, I'm rooting for him, but I think Ryan will win. And then Barbosa, I'm rooting for, but I think T will win. 2003 here. Who's the new emoji? That's me, bro. What you mean who? Come on, man. You don't recognize me, bro? Hold on, let me. I gotta put on my hat and tie my hair back, bro. That's me, Dub. Shout out to Dub. Big Dub in the building. I know I don't wear my hat. Like on my Twitch stream, I used to never not wear a hat. Well, I guess that's double negative, but I used to always wear my hat. And then now on YouTube, I never wear my hat. So it's like, it's crazy. But yeah, so it's so funny. If I put on my hats now and stuff, I look odd on YouTube. But if I go to Twitch, I look odd without my hat on. That's me, bro. What y'all think about that emote? I meant to ask y'all anyway. Thank you, Dub. I meant to ask y'all what y'all think about that emote. Y'all like it or because we can always switch it up. They're not definitive. You know what I'm saying? I can always switch them up, man. If anybody got some ideas, we need 9 more members. Oh, we lost Ty. Hold on. We need 9 more members for another emote.
Oh,
I don't know.
damn.
Just for you to consider.
Yeah, we lost you, Ty. I didn't realize you was out of there, bro.
Somebody was banging my line hard.
Oh, okay. I just happened to look and I saw you was out of there.
Yeah. 2003, he wasn't a heel. He was a jobber.
He was a joke. He was trash.
Yeah. He wasn't even wearing jorts.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's right. He wore trunks when he at first when he was a baby. Yeah.
He wasn't even wearing a George yet? Nah.
Nah, he was a random dude that got thrown around by Kurt.
And see, chat, when you that's one thing I used to love because I remember when The Rock was just like with his pops and stuff like that, how he changed. I think that you can get like good like motivation out of these things because if you go back to a lot of these like so-called Steve Austin, you go back and look at how he started. I said, ain't no way that's Stone Cold, bro. He had the blonde hair and all that stuff. Come on, bro. He looked like a jobber. Exactly. He was a straight jobber, bro. So if you want to take anything from that, it's like life, man. You know, you just never know when your time to shine is coming, man. So just keep hustling, bro.
I think his name was the Ringmaster, bro, or something like that.
You know who had like a great like comeback, but it was very short and very underrated till this day?
Who?
JBL.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, thank you for saying that, bro.
Who's that?
On his real
that's Farouk and Bradshaw, right?
He walked in the limo and the suit and the hat. Oh,
okay.
goodness. What a villain, bro.
Yeah, I was already
out. Vince cannot be myself.
Yeah.
And he let him do that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was done watching by then, JBL, because I remember when he was the Acolytes, right? Farouk and Bradshaw and stuff like that. I remember that.
The APA, bro, with Ron Simmons, the dude with the damn.
Yes, sir.
You know?
I remember that. Okay, yeah, APA, yeah.
I love that duo, bro.
That storyline with Eddie and JBL, one of the greatest ones till this day.
Bro, for Christ's sake,
Eddie,
he grabbed his mother, bro. They
Eddie
had
Guerrero?
two police escorts over there. Yeah, bro.
Okay, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero, man.
They was not trying to let him out of Texas.
Latino Heat, I remember that.
Yeah. Seriously, bro. They had the police escorts his ass out of there.
And JBL is from Texas. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yes,
but you know, Texas, we lie, we cheat, we steal.
I mean, you know who they was fucking with.
That's crazy. Oh, y'all gonna get me back in wrestling, man. Everybody know wrestling, man. I feel like the odd man out, man.
No, I stopped watching it like this lately. I watch all the way up
Douglas, it makes you feel better the same way when you guys start talking about basketball. nowadays.
What? Yeah. What'd you say, Oscar?
I stopped watching it like right about Kofi Kingston being like WWE champion.
Oh, that's when those ass.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should give it a watch right now because they got some good writing. Triple H is doing his thing over there.
I'm watching my boy Penta.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
I like the way they introduced him. They didn't do no Mickey storyline. They let him come out there and beat him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Penta is the guy with the mask, right? With feuding with who is the Kaiser?
You know who?
I think.
You know who Pentagon is? Irene.
Say the name again.
He's from Lucha Underground.
The Mexican fight, like the Mexican wrestler.
I know a bunch of them, bro. Who are you referring to? I'm sorry.
Octagon.
Octagon. No, I don't think so.
He's the one that had like a little kimono and the bandana with the mask. He was with the mask. I bet if you look at picture at him, you'll know who it is. But that's like pretty much like a passing of the torch. Like he was supposed to be the next hand, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna be the first me, bitch.
He said John Cena heel turn's the greatest turn in history. Dang.
Nah.
Man, that's a ballsy game, bro.
It's for the history books. You had to see it.
Yeah, but it's still too early to call that. I mean,
definitely up there. I will give him that. Like I feel very confident putting it right up there, bro.
Shawn Michaels turning on Triple H. Come on, that's up there.
Oh yeah, that I remember. Now that I remember.
Yeah.
I was watching then.
Oh, I remember Conan. Yeah, somebody in the chat. I remember Conan, of course, bro.
Because when Shawn Michaels did that, right? If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that was against Triple H and Stone Cold, right? Or was that Triple H or The Rock? I remember Shawn Michaels was a referee and he super kicked. I believe he was about to hit.
No, it was Cena.
No, that was Undertaker and Triple H.
Oh, okay, if it was Cena, then if it was Cena, I'm talking about something else.
End of an era, I think they called it.
Now, there was one that I'm talking about where Shawn Michaels was a ref, and I believe it was Stone Cold that Triple H was fighting, and then he super kicked Triple H. I was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a minute
ago.
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I know I ain't tripping. I remember that now, yeah. I remember that. He's super sweet shit music.
Because he couldn't get the job done against Taker a few years prior.
Yeah.
So Triple H took it on.
Yeah. That's when the Undertaker went and told Triple H right to his face, you remember when I said Shawn was better than you? He is. They just worked out on him.
That's crazy. Tay in the building. What's good, Tay? Yo, he says, can't wait for Ray Phoenix. That's what my cousin says.
Yeah, that'd be like that'd be crazy.
I didn't know you watch wrestling too, Oscar. That's what's up, bro.
I don't watch it. I just keep up with it now. But I was like when I was little, Batista was my guy.
Batista?
When he was in that when he was in that little squatting with the machine guns and they look all jacky without the music.
Okay.
Hell yeah. If you was watching wrestling in 06, Batista was your man's in them.
Yeah.
I had to go to buy the CDs from the street markets and Matamoros.
Yeah.
And it was like Armageddon 2004, 6, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But I like push play and then like watch it all and then watch it back to back to back to back.
That's the one with him on the cover?
Mm-hmm.
That's 06.
Shout out to my boy Ty. My boy Ty got the archives, man. He got everything organized. Shout out to Ty, man. Ty be on it, bro. Hey, Ty, I mean, Cuzzo, Ty, the one that's talking, he actually went. Remember I told you that somebody from my channel was going to the Canada? That's who's talking right now. He actually went to the Eliminator. What's it called?
Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Sorry. Yeah, he actually went out there. He was actually in Toronto for that. So
I don't know what was a better moment for me. Seeing Naomi get the break speed off her like that.
That's crazy.
Or seeing John Cena turn heel.
John Cena.
You know, Travis Scott actually injured fucking Cody.
Come on, man. Being reckless. Come on, man. Tighten
My
up.
goodness, bro.
Nigga, this is theater. That hood
So,
stuff you leave in the hood.
he had to give him an antidote. He had to give us some antidote afterward. Laying on the antidote.
You know Travis the straight ninja.
Yeah, he be jumping
My
in
man
crowds and
came
mosh
out
pitting
there
and
with
stuff.
a little drink, and then he rolled up in the ring.
Come on, man. They be wildin', man. They be wildin'.
It's Canada.
Man. Hey, it's Canada, man. Hey.
It's legal.
Out there in the 6. Hey, don't forget to smack that like button if you haven't done so already, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to my brothers in here right now, man. Oscar, Ty, and Irony, man.
They're doing some great things, bro. I'm telling you. I've been watching this stuff since I was little. I can tell you when they're doing something truly amazing, and yes, they are.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
So I got a question for y'all. I'm gonna change the topic. I don't know if y'all still want to talk about it.
No, go ahead. It's just some boxing stuff, right? Go ahead.
Rank the KOs. Canelo against Khan. Junto versus Maloney. AJ Ngannou. Angelo Leo, Bernardo Lopez. Yeah. And then why not? Let's throw Better be it Bosniak.
The reason why I'm gonna go at Francis Ngannou so easy for me is it's the only reason my hesitancy with picking Francis Ngannou because he's not really a boxer like that. But if it wasn't Amir Khan, I would say Canelo. But it's just because it's Amir Khan, man. We already know his chin, but that was crazy. But it was such a smooth routine. It looked like it couldn't have been choreographed better. You know what I'm saying? That joke was so smooth, like it was supposed to happen. But Anthony Joshua and Ngannou, Ngannou ain't never been done like that before. Ngannou was, looked at as like a fight game. I mean, I still think he's a fight game phenom, at least for me. And Anthony Joshua was like a Terminator or something. That was crazy. So I'm going Anthony Joshua out of the people you just named. Angelo Leo and Bernardo Lopez is up there too. But I'm going with AJ.
That's my number one.
Ginger Maloney's good. I like it, but once again, it goes to the person. I like Maloney, and that, like I said, when Juto hit Maloney, it looked like he got shot. Like there was a sniper in the building. So that was crazy too. Yep. But it's just, I just think heavyweights. Nah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It just hits a little different when it's two big giants in there, man. So yeah, I'm going with AJ.
I ain't gonna lie though, Ngannou touched his chest with his knee.
Yes, bro. That was the way he got folded up like a lawn chair, bro. Yo, give me a quick second, and I will let Irony and Ty answer. Yo, shout out to Big Dog Willie, man, dropping that hello yellow on a fellow with the graffiti on the chat walls with that bread, that cheese, that butter. He says, Tank started to go. Oh Lord. Big Dog Willie, he said, Tank started a GoFundMe for victims who suffered from grease attacks. Grease attacks have been ignored since the Jerry Curl epidemic during the 80s. The humanitarian Tank is tackling the issue. Thank you, Tank. Yep, shout out to my boy Tank, man. Hold on, man. Shout out to Tank, man. Tank he's such a humanitarian, such a philanthropist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Tank, man. Man said started a GoFundMe for grease attack victims, man. Stop it. Stop it, Willie. Stop it, bro. Get off my boy now. Come on, I gotta pull out my GTD chains out, man. Go ahead, get you one. Go ahead, get you one, man.
Amanda Serrano is the vice president.
Who?
Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano is crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Shout out to her though. Like I said, man, hey, we can't act like, hey, your vision is impaired, but you are at a severe handicap, man. I'm not mad at anybody, who has.
I think what makes Tanks worse is his word.
Oh,
what he had to say grease. If he would have said chemicals, I would have been fine. But he's like, I got some of the grease in my eye. And I'm like, hey.
That hair grease? Love. Hey, Big Dog Willie. Love, peace, and hair grease. You know what I'm talking about?
you gotta go to Pomade, Old Spice, I don't know, some Suave or something,
Come on, bro. Stop it, man. Get off my boy now. What you were saying, Irony? Get off my boy, man.
Honestly, bro, to me, it's Angelo Leo versus Bernardo Lopez, number one. And the reason why is because people may forget Bernardo Lopez was murking people, bro. Like
he was.
For example, the Joshua knockout, you saw it coming, basically. He dropped it once or twice before. We was outclassed from the first second. Not taking it away.
Yeah, I get you.
And the Junto one was Damn, bro, that's the toughest one for me. I'll put it right
Yeah,
up
that
there
was
with the
fire.
Venado one.
That was fire.
But Venado came from Venado. I think didn't was unbeaten and everything. So
Yeah.
for him to get just left like that, bro, that really shocked me. So I'm gonna put Venado up in there. And to me, the Canelo KO of Kirkland to me was a little more brutal than the Canelo one. But that's just me.
And give me the and let me play this for at the request of let me play this real quick at the request of Dub, man. Hold on. I can't find it right now, Dub. Oh nah, don't tell me they took it down, bro. I just seen it. Nah. I can't find it, Dub.
What was the other one? Canelo Cannon, I think you said another one, right?
Better be a Blossnick. But I just threw that one yesterday.
Yeah.
I cannot find it, bro. I just had it. What the heck? Nah, bro. I can't find it, bro. That's crazy.
Tank Petty, bro.
Oh yeah, I got it. Here you go. At the request of my boy Dub. Y'all check this out. If you haven't seen this already, let's get it.
Where are you putting this? In YouTube or?
Yeah, in the
Where are
chat.
you putting it?
In the chat.
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and
Hey.
Oh, in the okay.
the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face.
I like how Lamont Roach is trolling him too. And like he cried.
Like, this is real.
And he looked at him like, come on, man.
I just got my hair done 2
Hey.
days ago.
Hey.
Swing the remix guard.
I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. She put grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done.
You like the biggest.
I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my
That's all I can say. But it's fire.
I gotta go in like 5 minutes. I gotta go to the airport.
I gotta put my GTD chains out, man. Nah, I already don't go nowhere, bro. Pull up GTD chains out, man. Hey. 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 I just got my. Hey. Hey. Man, I gotta chill on my boy, man. Y'all gonna make people come in here and think I don't rock with Tank, man. I gotta stop it, man. Y'all gotta chill on my boy, man. That joke is funny though, man. People are petty for real, man. People are petty. If Karma dropping the big dub on the chat, man. You feel me? Shout out to Karma, man, with the big graffiti on the chat walls with the big dub too, coming in like a boss. Where's it at? Coming through like a boss. Let's go. Coming through. That's the heifer. That's the heifer Karma right there, man. Big boss things, man, with the big biscuits on the chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to Karma. She said, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, with the big dub. Let me read it. She said, if you or someone you know, oh Lord, she gonna hit me with the lawyer commercial. If you or someone you know who has been victimized by Dr. Boxing Talks abuse, you may be entitled to compensation. It's crazy. Who am I abusing? If you or someone you know has been a victim of Dr. Boxing Talks abuse, you may be entitled to compensation. From who? From you? You know, big money Karma in the building. Shout out to Karma though. Big salute, man. Pull them GTD chains out, man. That's crazy, man. What you say, Ty? 1-800 and cinnamon is crazy. GTD with the cinnamon with the GTD chains on. Come on, man. Y'all chill, man. That take be cold. You feel me, 2-4? Come on, man. Shout out to Karma, man. Big up to all the ladies of boxing, man. One time for the ladies. Shout out to Karma, man. Big salute. You talking about if you or someone you know. Stop it, Karma. Stop it. When you pull it up, Miss Ma'am. Oh, man. Karma crazy. We got Kendrick in the building. Big member in the building. Big Karma in the building. Big member in the building. Appreciate y'all. We got a new emote that we unlocked today. It's the new emote. That's my handsome face. You feel me? We got another emote that we unlocked yesterday. Compliments to all the members. GTD Promotions. Sponsored by GTD Promotions. You feel me? Yes, sir. You said you got to slide though, Irony?
Yeah, I'll give you 5 more minutes in case. I like the question, Oscar. By the way,
Yeah, I
maybe I
like that
come up
question
with
too. That was a good question.
IKOs to rate. Yeah, real good
Yeah,
stuff.
all of them are great, but yeah, I'm going with AJ. But all of them are great. Like you said, the Junto one, I love the Junto one. I love the Fernando Lopez and Angelo Leo one. Shit, I'd even add the what's the name on there too, man. I know he's not a big fighter, but Robesi Ramirez over David Benitez, man. That man caught back like a Hadouken. That joint was like a video game
That's a
KO, man.
bunch of them, bro.
Yeah.
If I go to thinking, we can put Pacquiao Hatton, we can put Marquez Pacquiao, we can put I don't know, Martinez, Paul Williams. I mean, you name it, bro.
Oh, Sergio Martinez on Paul the Punisher Williams, man. Oh my goodness. That was nasty too. That was nasty. But you know what's crazy? That was very similar to the Junto and Maloney one.
I agree.
Yeah, and the way it looked.
Agree. That's
oh
a good
my
one.
goodness, bro.
Yeah.
That was vicious.
You both being southpaws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was very
Neither
similar.
one of them saw the punch coming.
Not at all. They felt that.
Mr. Tamarine.
What do you say?
I said Mr. Ty. Which one do you have?
It's hard for me to choose.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because when Junto stopped that boy, he woke up in that gulag lobby.
He went back to the lobby. Yo,
AJ,
he said he was at the menu. He was at the main menu, bro. He didn't go to the gulag, bro. He got straight. He got sent to the menu screen.
Hey, AJ, he woke up oiled up with Fleece Johnson.
Hey, yo, come on. With who? With Fleece? Nah, bro. Chill out, bro. I'm a warrior.
UK Fleece.
I'm a warrior.
He said, I like how you did it on that magazine.
Bro, come on, bro. The big stallion of a man. Yeah, you wild. The big stallion of a man is crazy, bro. Y'all gotta chill, man. Fleece Johnson. I'm a warrior. It's crazy.
Big pause. Big
pause. Yeah, big pause. Yeah, that was wild.
I said, boy, you gay.
No, did it? It's not a pause though. It's AJ.
Nah, hell no. It's a pause, bro. Come on, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, man?
He's still my guy though.
He said, I just got my hair done 2 days ago, bro. That shit's hilarious, bro. The internet's undefeated. Like I said, I think that Tank, you know, Tank loves to dance, man. We see Tank over here on these doing these dance moves. What he needs to do, if I was his PR advisor, which I'm not, I would tell him to make a dance to that song, bro. I think people would laugh. He'll get in front of it, you know. But you know, he kind of sensitive, you know. As much as I like Tank, he is kind of, you know, a lot of kind of sensitive and petty. So I don't know if he'll do that, but if he does have a team that's in control of his public relations, and bro, if he came out with one of them dance videos that he always comes out with, you know, I think people will laugh, and you know, I don't think it would be that bad. But that joke is funny, bro. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. It's crazy. I just got my hair done. He done got his do done did. Oh man, his dude.
He better not dance to that.
He better. I think he should, bro. I think if he danced to it, then I think it'll. Well, I mean, of course, the people that talk trash, they always gonna talk trash regardless. But I think some people will be like, hey, man, you know.
I'm saying not to dance for it because that might open the door for other things. You never know. Uzi Vert might jump on the remix.
Uzi Vert
doing that, with the hips.
Yeah, Uzi Vert on the remix, bro. Nah, bro, chill, bro. Y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all got to stop talking about my boy now. Nah, dog. That's a Uzi Vert on the remix is crazy. Shout out to
I
Karma.
still think he should have picked Uzi though.
Of course,
over
that
them,
Dipset. Come on, man.
Yeah,
half a Dipset. No, yeah, you should.
You know, I heard Nicolas Walters is fighting.
Axeman? Oh yeah. Because remember, he was supposed to fight Jojo Diaz on Pro Box, and then something happened, and it got canceled, and Jojo Diaz fought somebody else. He ended up losing anyway. Who's Nicholas Walters fighting, man? The Axeman? I need to see that. Jamaican Badman, the Axeman.
Yes, sir. He I remember his knockout of Nonito Donaire and Big Darchinian very vividly. Obviously, he had the unfortunate performance against Loma, but you know, solid fighter, very solid fighter. I think he's fighting. Where did I heard this? I heard this in a Mexican channel, I think, and but I don't remember. Oh man, I wish I did.
Good.
I think it's in the Thunder.
It's all good, bro. I'm sure I'll come up. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
I wanted to say that
Lord
because
willing.
you, I mean, you, if I'm not mistaken, right? You said you have Nigerian and Jamaican, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, so I wanted to say that because
I
I know
appreciate it,
he's
bro.
from Jamaica, right?
Yeah. He's actually from the same city that my people are from, Montego Bay, as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Hopefully he wins, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, you're right. He's fighting. Oh shoot, bro. He's fighting like in 4 days. He's fighting on the 8th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's fighting against
I
Louis
thought it was
Tor.
like in May or something.
Yeah, no, he's fighting in 8 in 4 days. He's fighting. What's that? That's like I don't know. Is that like Sunday or something? What the heck? It's Saturday. He's fighting this Saturday. Oh man. Hopefully it's televised. It's he's fighting against Luis Torres Valenzuela. On what? What card? What station? Ah man, hopefully it's televised.
Yeah, where's
man.
it broadcasted?
Yeah. What
Probably
the heck?
NTB or shit like that.
Yeah. Saturday. Oh, it's on Pro Box. Okay, he's on the undercard. Let's go. Because Arnold Kagi is fighting Joy Gonzalez. We talked about that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's fighting in Long Beach, California. So he's fighting on Pro Box. Let's go. Thank you. Saturday. Good Lord willing.
Good stuff.
See the Axeman. Max Field is the bone. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting us talk about wrestling a little bit.
Oh man, for sure, man. I like chopping it up with y'all, man. Even if I don't know nothing about it, I like hearing y'all discuss it, man. So I might watch it. Now, I don't be watching nothing, man. You know, so I don't be doing nothing. So just sitting around not sitting around, but trying to get freaking boxing topics and see interesting things to talk about.
Doing your thing, bro, as it should be.
I appreciate it,
bro. You have this what is it, entrepreneurship, that you're doing. So
I appreciate it, bro.
Should be
Yes,
that
sir.
way, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Trying, man. Trying to take off, man. We could.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Remember
Right,
that.
bro. Yeah. Talk to him. Thank you, Irony. I can start sponsoring these meet and greets, man. Get all the homies. Watch these fights. Had an Airbnb.
That's gonna happen.
Good Lord
That's
willing.
gonna
Yes, sir.
happen. I'm sure of that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. But man, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. I'm freaking hungry, man. Yeah, I gotta go too. I'm hungry, so I don't want Karma to talk trash, If I eat on stream, it's illegal for me to consume. And I'm not eating pizza or ice cream. Shout out to Irony.
Oh man.
Last
Glad to hear
time.
that.
I got some rice and fish, man. Yes, sir. What'd you say, Oscar? Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said I got some rice and fish. Pescado y
Throw
arroz.
that shit to trash.
That's crazy, bro. What should I eat, bro?
You're gonna get a tortilla. You're gonna get some eggs.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get a pan.
Uh-huh.
Put a little bit of grease in it. Fry the tortilla up. Throw the egg on top. Let it get crisp, like the white leg get crisp a little in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Pull it out. Make salsa. Eat that.
Hey, that sounds like a nice little quick meal.
Doctor,
I'm about to try that, bro.
salad.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I had a salad yesterday. Facts.
Awesome, bro.
Guess what I had with the salad though?
Don't tell me an ice cream, please.
Pizza.
They do pizzas with vegetables and stuff. So
Yeah.
work your way around that one also.
Yeah. It was a Panera Bread pizza though. So.
No, of course it was.
Yeah, but I made the salad though. I made the salad though. Made the salad and had a Panera Bread pizza. No, I appreciate you, bro. I do gotta.
Hey, God bless you, fellas.
Hey, God bless you too, my brother. Hey, man. Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, man. Hey, yo, don't forget to do the sign up for the square ups, man. I put it in the Discord. Sign up for the square ups, man, so we can get the square ups popping. I want to do more, but people got to sign up, man. I don't want to do it spontaneous anymore. I want to do, do it planned. So check out the DBT square up and sign up, man. Sign up. So you can get these square ups popping. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and slide too, Oscar and Ty. Oh, Oscar slid too.
What's those 3 designated days again?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you go open up the Excel sheet, if you can't open it up, let me know. But it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 o'clock. So I want to do them. Like I said, I'm down to do it every day, but we're gonna start off with 3 days a week first, so we can try to get some matchups identified and stuff like that. And then so it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 o'clock as the time slots. Yes, sir.
I was going to ask for the Monday night slots, but being as though I'm tied, I can't be yelling out Monday Night Raw. So
there you
go. I want Friday nights.
Let's get it.
Taking all comers.
Let's get it, bro. You heard my boy said Friday, so I'm gonna put my boy down for Friday, and we're gonna get Lee Jackson. What's good? Yeah, I'm gonna put my boy down for Friday. Maybe we had the first signee. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate your time. I'm about to go ahead and slide, man.
All right, my boy.
Yes, sir, man. God bless you, bro.
Easy.
Yes, sir. Chat, man. Thank y'all for the love as always, man. We are on the come up. Let's keep on going, man. God is good. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep talking this boxing in a healthy fashion. Let's keep having these discussions, open dialogues, and let's keep having fun with this, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep having fun with this, man. So let's get right, man. But yeah, man. Tomorrow, like I said, we do have spots in the Discord too. Sign up for the Discord if you're not signed up already. You know, sign up to the Discord, man, so you can join the panels, man. We want more people to come talk on the Discord. That's how you get on the panel, so we can hear your voice, man. We can chop it up. And also, too, if you have any topics, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter or drop it in the Discord, man. I have designated channels for suggestions on any topics that you would like me to discuss or look into. Now, just because you drop a suggestion doesn't mean that I'm 100% going to look into it, you know what I'm saying? Because I also do my own gathering of topics and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes I don't have anything to talk about, so there's sometimes I do miss. I catch a lot of stuff, but sometimes I do miss stuff as well. So if you have anything that you want to suggest, do that, man. And rest in peace, my little Kimba, man. But yeah, man, God bless y'all for real. Appreciate y'all with the love. Let me shout out some of the love, man. Shout out to Tech Dumb Dad for doing the gifted membership again, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Big Dog Willie for the Hello Yellow on the fellow with the $10. And shout out to Karma coming through with the big dub like a boss. You feel me? With the big $20. You know what I'm saying? That's the orange. You know what I'm talking about? Naranja. Shout out to Karma for that, man. Always coming through with the big, what's that? Andrew Jackson on the dub? Yeah, Andrew Jackson. She always coming through with the Andrew Jacksons and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate all the love, man. Y'all be easy. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. Spam those emotes, man, if you like them. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.